DPS comps into this comp, so this is still 3-3, is that the barrage is more or less not gonna find anything. I think at that point they should have swapped off. They should have swapped off Pharah because look, he's only at 41%. Sure, you could build your ult really fast, but thus far, he hasn't really made that much of an impact. Okay, why doesn't he dive Corey? Look, Corey's all by himself here. Corey's all by himself. Arc and Otto are over here now. They're coming this way. So he has a free dive. He's got his cooldown, so he could... I don't know why he doesn't dive here. Look, see, Arc and Otto are going this way. So he could get the kill. Okay, alright, CC, this is why. His team, probably Jonak or Animo probably called, hey, rotating behind. Because look, now they set up for back point. That's why he doesn't dive. Overcommit Pharah coming back. I don't know. That's the thing. So he doesn't want to overcommit to Corey because now, if you guys saw, it's pretty smart actually. They're coming in this way. Look in the back. You have that sight line. That's in line of sight. So he sees that Janice is going around, probably with Stratus and Guido. These two, Otto and Arc aren't in the picture. So you see all of them coming this way? He sets up on point. Okay. Don't overcommit to a kill when you see rotations. Okay. Arugula plants. Good hook. See, I don't agree with that play. He's inside here. I don't think Guido had the sleep. I think he missed the sleep. But look, he's inside, and he just minefield on one kill. I think if he saved it for a point, it would have been much more efficient. You being quiet makes me think... Stream quit? Huh? No. Sorry. Wait, am I quiet? Hold on, let me move my mic. See, the only problem is I don't have a lot of space. I don't know where to really put my mic. Anyway. Okay. I'm not agreeing with this play mostly, just because, look, Stratus is here. He's about to have EMP, right? Valk, not really that big. But he's 9 away from EMP. They don't know that, right? But you know that the EMP hasn't been out, and you're almost assuming that you've already seen Corey's sights. And you've already seen a barrage. And you know Sombra charges pretty quick, and this is a pretty comp. Like, Nene was probably feeding Stratus mostly, right? Janice is not there. He missed the sleep. He missed the sleep. I don't agree with that, though. So, they won the point still, right? Pretty sure you're going to change the team name no matter what. No, like, you're in a moment of silence. Oh, okay. It's because, one, I'm either thinking, or B, I'm just watching. Let's not worry about the name change right now. Alright, so instead of going here, where he could see Janice, right? Instead of going to point, because they already know that they've got the point on lockdown. I like that. He's going to try to zone people out here. You can see, look at this low target. That's Arc, I believe. Arc's pretty low. Corey just died. And it's a possibility for a pick, another pick to stagger. So I think that's what he was thinking.
And, I mean, Nene is one of those players that you think iconically of as Tracer, you think of as Zarya, but when he plays this Roadhog, it's not the first time we've seen it from on Lijiang. It's a pick-based composition. You look for the one kill, and then the enemy team just can't do much in that next fight.
Okay. So I was taking a bite. So after he notices, hey, they fall back too far. This kind of goes back to that don't overcommit part. So he's going to go back to his team. Boom. Easy. Back to his team. No harm done. So he does some extra damage, gets a little bit of extra ult charge. Easy.
It's a pick-based competition. You look for the one kill, and then the enemy team just can't do much in that next fight. He's been doing great with it so far. Washington Justice, ult economy massively.
Okay, so little trick here. You could do this with Reinhardt too.
He's been doing great with it so far.
Use corners to your advantage. So on a lot of maps, especially with Reinhardt's shield, you don't want to open your shield too much. You'll probably see it later on in another game. But you. Oh my God! Stop exiting full screen. So annoying. So right now they're split, right? So we know Otto and Ark are over here because pharmacy. That's what they're doing. We don't know where Stratus is. We don't know where Janice is. They're all split over here, right? So he sees Corey. So he's using this corner. He's protected.
What you doing?
Alright, we're Gucci. Full screen being mean, yeah. But anyway, as I was saying. So he's using the corner here. He can full scout here without being seen and without taking any damage. So he's out of a sight line. Shut the... So he's just getting sights here. So he sees Corey, so he's going to call out, hey, Corey's over here. So he sees the red here. That you could see because it's for a quick instance. So he sees Janice here. He's getting sights. Boom. He's getting sights. Fast as fuck, boy. Mommy walked in fast. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want her to be on stream. They don't want to be on stream, so. So he gets it. That's dangerous. He didn't know where Stratus was, though. So he thought he was all alone. He thought he was going to get a free pick onto, on a Corey. But good. It was a good job by Stratus to get him there. Because now he's alone, right? So now he was alone. All he had was Animo. Animo sees the hack, and he doesn't notice where he is. He just sees that critical pop up. So Mano's probably saying, hey, Sombra. That just means Animo, he's on speed boost right here. So he's not healing. So he is all alone. He's zoned out. That's a good read. So now he's speed boosting. He's got to get out now because he was going to go in to save him. So now it's kind of dangerous. And he's nano boosted, right? So that's actually why all that damage went onto Mano so fast. This way you got to be careful. He thought he was alone, but that was a good read by Stratus. I hate when I forget to clean out my cup. Wait a minute. I wonder why. I think it's just because bombs were there. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. So the only reason he's still alive right now is because he got he got sound barrier. But like, look. The only person that's going in right now is Meko. But Meko's backing up. There's still 3 people here, and there are 2 people in that crowd that will literally stop him. Wait, who did Stratus hack? Cough, to find and stop you. Shut the fuck up. No, they're not. They're trash. They played so bad last stage. They won, like, what, 2 games? And they beat Paris, so it's nothing to be happy about. They beat Paris and a struggling Philly team. Nothing to be happy about. Same thing with fucking Gladiators. They're trash. Anyway. Look, Meko's backing off. So I think this was a miss here. Like a miscom. Because Meko's backing up, and I don't know if he's got boosters. I actually have no idea why Mano would go into this, because look. There's Corey, Stratus, and Guido. Guido's got 2 things. He's got the sleep and the anti-nade. That's going to stop him. Plus, Stratus has the hack. Lol, Stratus Hacker 3 and still didn't capitalize. Oh yeah, the EMP. The EMP was big, but they just didn't have any capitalization on it. Same as my ranked games. Anyway. So the hack actually breaks. See, this is the problem with Washington. He has slept. At this point, Stratus is shooting him. He should not have been shooting a sleeping ball. He should have hacked him, and then you can shoot him, then you anti-nade him. Boom, picked up. That's done. See, that's the thing. He got lucky there. He got really lucky that he was woken up really fast. The sound barrier also helped too, so that sound barrier is still active during that entire engagement. They're lucky Stratus is dog shit. But again, he just goes right for Guido. Antied. Good pick on Arc. Look at how low he is. That whole entire engagement was awful from Mano. I'm not even gonna lie. He's lucky it's the Justice. 3 ults wasted and no capitalization. What the fuck? It's the Washington Justice. What do you expect? Boom. But then, see, that's where I like where the mines are used. I think he should have used them a little more to the middle, because then Janice would have taken that extra damage before going in. But yeah, it was better usage of the mines there.
With the wrecking ball, pushes him back out the window. Giannis going to be eliminated. They finally get a tag back through as they just try to extend this. But Otto, he's got no healing. The round is going to come out for good measure and celebrate.
Yeah, I don't know. All honesty, I don't really like Mano's ball. I think his ball is probably like, he's actually stats wise like one of the best wrecking balls. But his in this game, his ult usage was, I didn't like it at all, and his dives were very uncoordinated with his team. He got very lucky to escape both of them, and the ones that he died, he dove the tracer, not realizing, hey, Stratus could be behind me. But you're not also thinking about that. Sometimes you forget that there's a Sombra there because Stratus is dog. So, no offense to Stratus, but Stratus is trying to just chilling, right? He's not really making himself known that we know of. In Mano's POV, right, he hasn't seen Stratus almost at all. So he almost forgets that there could be a Sombra behind him. So that's why he goes after Corey, not realizing that Stratus is behind him. but like his ult usage wasn't very good.
It was a very impressive hold there, and a lot of it came down to Jonak's bio grenade that we saw after the attempted pile driver by Giannis. Brought everybody low, but Jonak's able to hit that bio grenade and keep everyone healed up very quickly, very clutch bio grenade that he saved for a moment like that where he needed to heal in a wide area in that chaotic moment. So, you know, we always think about Jonak as the Zenyatta player, you know, that he is, but his Ana is impressive as well. This is another one of those moments.
He actually said he likes Ana better.
Didn't see the final number, but it was pretty high, and this is something that I like that Overwatch, or you know, in Overwatch League season or Stage 2, excuse me, we are seeing New York kind of branch away from the 3-3 a little bit on these on, but now it's just going to be back to the Zarya here, as it's too powerful of a point to let that go. You've got so many chokes. Of course, going to be
Okay, just to prove that point to you again. The triple DPS, they're gonna stick with the ball comp. NYXL, classic 3-3. Trash? Yeah. Classic 3-3. Ryan Zarya. Diva. Brig. Actually not classic because they have the Ana, but, you know.
Trying the Widowmaker again with Stratus over onto the chunk lap. So still going for that triple DPS, but we know how defensive NYXL is, so getting those kills still proving to be a bit difficult.
Only problem with this comp, right? This is very pokey. You should skip the intermission stuff. I'm eating during that intermission. I also need to get a drink. So when it's... I don't know if they're going to do an actual halftime on this. But I hope there is, because I am thirsty and I'm running out of G Fuel and I have nothing else. I have water bottles that'll last me. Never mind. Because this is empty. This is literally empty. It tastes like soap anyway, because I forgot to clean out the soap because I was soaking it from the chocolate milk that I had in it yesterday. Bye! But yeah. So, Washington's running a very poke comp. See, that's why he's only at 16%. In a normal GOATS comp, if they were running the Ryan Zarya, they would have pushed in on point, probably from the right side, so they would have been... I'm going to throw my phone if Pharah doesn't switch after first fight. See, the thing is, Pharah is a good counter, but an auto is a really good Pharah that we saw from last year. The only problem is they're not... He's putting in the damage, right? If he's putting in the damage, not right now. Meko is the only one that's going to do... And Jonak. They're the only two that can actually pull him out of the sky, really. So that's why... Look, he's already at 56% on his ult. Like, look at how high... He's at 56%, and it's only been about... Give or take for... About 20 seconds of fighting, not even. So, but yeah, in this poke comp, what is he supposed to do? As Ryan, he doesn't have distance, so he can't even walk out to build Shatter right now.
That's just gonna get burned down, get rid of that adaptive shielding here.
See, that's a bad dive by Janice, because the rest of his team is still in front of point, so the only two that can really do much is Corey and Stratus. The rest of his team isn't with him.
Then he builds up his energy, falls down to 20 HP. That's a pop the bubble, doesn't gain any additional energy from that. So play a little bit more respectfully of the Junkrat, it would seem. Mine's gonna be coming through.
doing a lot of damage.
See, Omega Lol here. Janice knocks all of them out. If he would have just knocked Mano out of point, then it would have been good. But it was really good of Flower, and I think Meko's with him, and you could see and Nene's with him, right? So the whole team got bumped out. So this is a mistake by Janice. That the whole team's now out. So now they're all out here. So now if they were to actually take a team fight, which again, look, you got one person here, you got a couple people over here, and Janice is on point. Right? They're all over here. They can't do another team fight. So the only good thing about that ended up happening here, they got lucky. Because if they were still playing in front of point, then that would have been a rip. See, he's got the whole shield. Meko is going to get Corey. Good job. That's, you know, Diva's supposed to do. There's nothing to eat his Fire Strike, but he's not Fire Striking it really much. So that's why he's only at 41% ults.
Yeah, the shield placement there for Mano as they got back onto the point just blocked all that Junkrat damage from coming through. Even though the position was good for Stratus, he couldn't really hit them, despite them being all clumped up.
Shot still coming through, another barrage ready to go for Auto, but needs to find the setup.
But, like, notice here, his shield's at under 1,000, right? There's no actual risk of those Junkrat balls doing damage. If Jonak maybe got hit, then there would be some risk. But right now, Corey, we don't know. He doesn't know where Corey is, but he suspects that Corey's going to be in this front area somewhere. So he's kind of saving the Reinhardt shield at under 1,000 health. It's now at 1,200 where I paused it, but at 1,000 health, he's saving the Reinhardt shield for the important projectiles coming in. So the important projectile is going to be Corey and Stratus. But he knows that Stratus is kind of just lobbing in and his team's kind of behind. So really the only thing, like, he could get hit by it, but he's not going to use his shield for that. Because the shield's going to take unnecessary damage for when the team fight actually starts.
He's going to be able to do so. Yeah, around the back.
There's no setup to make this happen either. There's no EMP.
See, just waits for shield to pretty much full charge. You know, now he could start taking the damage.
He's just going to have to find a good angle after D-Matrix is down.
Even then, maybe the tire, if they can pop him out with it, would be huge. It falls down.
See, that's the thing. He wasn't paying attention. That's a good job by Janice. That's a good read. Janice, good job. That was a good read. But he was so focused on the tire that it ended up killing Nene, and they lose point here.
Half HP, but finally gets a hit. Nene going to be taken out. It's going to be a slaughter in the favor of the Washington Justice.
But see, that's the benefit of having... This is the really good Pharah map, too. Like, the other one's pretty good, and this one's really good, too. But, like, notice that, like, Otto didn't get all the picks, but the barrage sets everything up, kills Jonak, so now there's nothing to stop his ult besides Meko, but Meko is going to be out of the fight here, because he probably used a lot of the defense matrix for the barrage, but he might have been using it before. So, they're all displaced on the point. Corey's just going to get the cleanup kill on Onimo, because Onimo's trying to either A, get out, and B, so Flower's the only one alive. So Flower, I think, offs himself. Oh, no, he gets... Yeah, he was going to, but that's why he got boots. See, I like this pick, and I don't like this pick. I like this pick because, as a Winston, he can offer more help to Meko to kill Otto and Arc, but at the same time, you gotta be careful of Junkrat traps, which you know in your low-rank games. You're gonna find Junkrat traps in the most random-ass places. But I like the Winston pick. And Nene swapped over to Widow to counter Corey.
At the same time, it makes it so difficult to make sure that your diva is positioned well, because you're afraid, in this case, is Meko, of getting demacked by the tire, so you're trying to retreat from the tire. As you know, if you get demacked, the barrage is going to come through, but when you retreat like that, you give an angle then to a barraging Pharah, so everything kind of going wrong there for the NYXL. Great start, though. We're not going to see any composition changes here. Oh, as I say that, no, definitely wrong about that. Nene is on the Widow.
He's over onto the Widow. He's going to be grappling over to the side, but Giannis, with the superior HP bar, will be able to take him down. It's a lot of damage. Pulls up, picks up a pack, though. So we'll be able to go straight back into the action.
This is one way you can deal with the enemy Pharah, is just knock them out.
Sorry, taking a bite. Okay. The rest of the team is back here and rotating back through. I think he should have, after coming up here, he should have went around and regrouped with the team instead of jumping in. I know that he's jumping in to try to get the Pharah, right? I'm not really fond of that pick because, look, he's already got 342. He doesn't even have the pack to go jump for the Pharah. But he noticed it. He looked up. Like, that's where he was looking because Pharah was pretty low. But he cannot out-damage the Mercy heals to the Pharah. Like, he's not going to get any benefit. He's just going to be feeding. Look at him. He's already taken all that in. He just got the health back. He's already back down at 350.
Straight back into the action. This is one way you can deal with the enemy Pharah, is just knock them out of the sky. But he has to deal with...
Alright, see, that's good. See, regroup with your team. Their whole team's here. They're ready to go.
Corey as well. Gonna swap over to the Tracer, though. Right now, Corey is leading second highest first limbs. Widowmaker fight, so...
See, I like this point because they're playing... So when you're playing a triple DPS comp, especially with a Pharah, is you've got already 2 less bodies on the point. Because your Pharah and Mercy aren't going to play on points. Now, if they go all 6 on the point, they have the benefit. Because they've got 1 tank to their 3. Which is why Goats is so strong and why DPS is so little played. Because you have such a presence on the point that you can just... You can pretty much just outlive them. There we go. So they go right to point. They're bringing the fight to the point. He can't be knocked off the map now because he's Winston. And also the spread damage. So They now have to fight on point, so they were over here. It's a good job.
Duel that one. It's been a good stage for him so far. 50% built up for the Washington Justice, exceeding that of NYXL so far. Feinfield's going to be thrown down by Giannis. Doesn't catch too many people. Displaces him, pushes him into the corner, and Corey just finds a snipe on the Nene.
Why did he dive in like that? He was... Oh, he got the sound barrier. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know. Like, look. He took 2 Junkrat bombs there. Right? He takes 2 Junkrat bombs. There's the minefield. I don't understand really why he went for the dive onto the team. Because, again, he's taking a dive into multiple people. This time, though, the only thing he could get the Discord, and this was at the point where the Discord was still really strong before it got the nerf. And look, so he got the sound barrier, so that's why he goes in. But look, there's 3 people here, and you're a Winston, so you can actually no, because Ark's there too, right? In reality, he should not have been able to survive. Oh, okay. I see one thing that I like is that he forces out the trans here. Well, it's not really forced. There's no grav on their side. They forced out trans because Flower's there. Okay, I didn't see Flower. Oh, and Nene was there too, right? But still. I don't agree with that dive. He almost died there. He got... Okay, so Corey dinks Nene, dinks Jonak, and dinks Mano. Mano almost dies. So Washington still holds point, and they have... I mean, they used all their ults too, but... But there you go, boom. I think the whole entire thing of why they didn't cap the point is because he dove in while some of his team was still fighting. If they were to... Flower follows. Yeah, I know. So Nene and Flower went with him, but there was still... Washington still had point presence. Right? So I don't understand why they would send 3 out when there was still people on the point. If they were to clean up point, then cap point, because Washington was backing up. Corey, Stratus, Arc, and hold on, let's go back. And Guido. They were backing up. Even Janice was too. Janice is backing up. So he's literally going in. He's going to get in. So he does get the rally and he has the sound barrier, which is really bad actually. You don't want to you don't want to overlap your support ults. Which rally and sound barriers. It was a super overcommit. Exactly. Like, he jumps in. He almost hits a trap, by the way. Look, there's 3 people here. Flower is still behind him, right? Nene's there in the back. Nene gets dinged. There's not really much you can do about that. Corey's a really good shot. But, like, he does force out the trans, which, in reality, like, okay, that's pretty good, because now they should have just stayed in, because, like you said, it would have been 64. Exactly. So they would have been able, if they stayed in, even if you don't kill Janice, right, you just force him off. You take the point here. There's 2 on point actually right now. Janice probably went. So Janice notices that, hey, he went out. I'm going to go back in. I think Janice was in with Stratus, actually. I think Stratus. So the Junkrat and the Wrecking Ball were on point. If he just stays on point here. If he just stays on point, because Stratus is over in that side just kind of lobbing. If they were to just stay on point. Right there. Don't jump out. Because now Janice has already left the point. Right? There's only one person, and I think that's Stratus. Or Arc, maybe. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's Otto. I'm not sure who's on the point now. Right? You either force them off. You look how close you are to a flip. You flip the point here. You get it to be 54, 55, maybe, right? He jumps in. Look, 2 people on point now. And actually, it might have been these 2. Yeah, it might have been these 2. But he overcommits. Because, yeah, there's Stratus. I'm wrong. So, like, they were backing out. They were backing out. If Nene dies here, that's not that big of a deal, just because his only job right now, his job is to annoy the shit out of Corey. But instead, they overcommit. They use a sound barrier and a rally. So now their only ultimates going into the next fight are going to be self-destruct. If they don't overlap their support ults, which is why Flower doesn't play on the stage much, by the way, because that's a bad mistake to make, is to overlap your support ults. He pulls out Trance, and Flower's here too. Right? Flower's here. Nene's about to get dinked. Not much he could do about that. But now there's 2 people on point, and now they're gonna commit to point. Because now he's on cooldown. He's got no bubble and he's got no jump. Boom. The only person out here is Corey. That's Corey. Stratus is already moving in on point. Janice is already moving back in on point. Now Guido's going to move in on point. So now you have Otto, Arc, Guido, Stratus, and Janice on point. The only person not on point is Corey. But now Corey is going to rotate because this bubble is going to disappear soon. Stream overall a pog. Yeah. So now Flower's not in the fight. Nene's out of the fight. Mano's out of the fight right now. He's not in the fight. He's on all cooldowns and he can't do anything from a distance. Now the point Preston's back up. Again, here's another overcommitment. Overcommitment. That's all I'm seeing here.
So far for the Washington Justice, yeah, the 75%.
The problem for the NYXL is they don't really have any ultimates to initiate this point with.
As I was saying.
That Nene's going to swap back over to the Widow because that gives him at least the opportunity to get a single kill. It's the same thing he was doing with Hog, is to get a single kill, 1 pick, and then take the fight. He's actually going to swap the Hog for that same reason here. They're going to have the ability to stick to the point because Hog's sustainability is so great. So taking a more tanky approach here, a tough fight to win.
Because of sights, he takes a really bad shot. Look. All of this could have been avoided. This all could have been avoided if they were to just take the point, because now this wouldn't be where it is. They would have a lead at this point because it would have been 54-55 and they would be in the 60s and pushing 70s, right? No, they'd be in the 80s. They'd be pushing 80, high 80. But now you're in a situation of you're now down one of the main part of your support line right now. Like a big AoE support.
No. Well, instantly the hook there on Giannis, but Corey picks off a Mano.
They just used armor pack. So now there's no armor pack for Mano because Flower just used it for Jonak. Look at how far away he is from Trance too. In this kind of so this is why your triple DPS comp with Ball can work. Boom, Jonak's dead now, and they used armor pack on him, right? So he was gonna die one way or another. So now there's only 4 of them. It's 6v4 right now. Now it's 6v3 because now Nene's picked. He's got no heals on point because armor pack still on cooldown. Mekko's got self-destruct, but Mekko's gonna be on point right now. He tries to sneak around, gets picked instantly. Mekko's out of mech here, almost. Flower's dead now. So now it's 6v2. And Mano isn't even in the fight. He just took 200 damage. By the way, just leaving your stream on whilst I play? Hey, no problem, bro. Exactly, you don't have... They're... Anamo's just coming from spawn now. Mano is now out of the fight completely, leaving Mekko on the point alone with Flower. Flower still has no armor pack, and they're playing so far away that they can't get the AoE heals. So the way that Brig's healing works is she heals as she does damage. So the more damage your Brig deals, Inspire Time Healing, that's how you heal your team as Brig, not just the armor pack. They're playing so spread out that Janice is the only one going to be on the point at this point. But now they're going to collapse in because they know that they've got 3 people down, 4 people down, not 4 yet. It's only 3, right? Anamo's out of the fight, Jonak's out of the fight, so they took down both healers, really good. And now Nene's going to fall, and then Flower's going to fall. So now they have no healing whatsoever, and because he decided to jump out right so he didn't get hit by the tire, he gets dinked by Guido here. He's just getting jump back from cooldown, I think. Or is it just going on cooldown? It's just going on cooldown because now he's going to hop Guido at 115 health who just grabbed this health pack. Oh, no, he didn't grab the health back. Okay. He gets lucky by getting the health back, but Meko's alone on the point. He self-destructs. Doesn't find anything, I don't think. So he picks Guido here. Meko self-destructs. Doesn't find anything. Meko doesn't kill nobody, right? So the only person missing from Washington is there. Meko doesn't get back in mech. He doesn't get back. Oh, he does. Okay. Oh, he's so good. He's so fucking good. Anyway, so the only thing is, if Meko doesn't get back in mech, they're screwed then, right? Because Anamo just got back. He died again. So Jonak is still coming in. Nene switched back to the Tracer, so now he's just trying to get to a point. So that's actually big pick. So he picks two supports. He picks both supports, actually, which is really huge. Let's go back up. If you really think about it, the hero at this point is Meko, because Anamo's still coming back in. So his self-destruct doesn't find anything, but it pushes them off the point for this time. So look, they flip point, boom. Anamo just got back. Jonak's still not there, and Nene's still not there. Flower's not there. Meko is... Look at his mech health right now. He has to use bubble here. He's gonna die anyway, but it does self-damage auto here. The good thing is there's no healing for auto, so now Jonak and Nene can come in and pretty much take care of what's there, but that's gonna be really, really hard, because like Janice is still there and Stratus is still there. So that's 2 damage dealer. Like that's a big tank, and that's a thing, right? And that's Junkrat. He just got a health pack. So now look who's dead. Now look who's dead. You've only got 2 people on. You've got like 3 people on point, and look at how low Meko is. He's out of mech right now. That's how low he is. Not smart. Meko dies here, and they use the armor pack. I'm almost positive. Flower used armor pack. So now there's no more armor pack, and the only way he's going to be able to heal people is if he gets Stratus or Janice. And if Stratus is smart, he's going to be playing out front, where he can't really take damage. Otto's still in the fight, by the way. We can't really see much because, you know, he's dead.
Okay, here's the flip coming through. They have to prevent it. It's going to be the barrage hand coming in. Jonak and Guido both get traded out. Otto pushing forward, looking for the hits here on a Flower. Will be able to take him down.
There's the heals again.
It seems like it's going to be a matter of time as this flip gets ready to come through. NYXL still keeping it contested at the moment, however. Some extra picks going to have to come in for the Justice if they want to close this out. Make send this to a third and final round of Lijiang. Corey needs the kills. He needs the kills. Over. So we're onto the Stormbird now, and Amo going to be taken down by Otto. Corey looking for the shot. They're onto the Tracer. Takes a bit of damage from Mano with that pile driver, but he's...
There you go. This whole thing gets avoided if they don't do that stupid overcommitment in that first fight when there was that 47-50. Right? So now they get another flip. They have no heals on the point. They've only got Meko and Nene on point right now. I don't know if Jonak's there. Oh, no, Jonak is there. Okay. Look. Trance runs out. The only reason that they win this point, I think, is because it's the Washington Justice. The only reason they win this is because it's the Washington Justice. If this is any other team, no, not any other team. Any team basically better than Washington, so that's... So if it was Houston, it probably would have happened to Valiant. They made a lot of mistakes because they're playing down to Washington. They got lucky it's Washington.
Back in, the OT plummets, NYXL, they will be able to get Lijiang Tower, but they had to fight for it.
They certainly did, and there were a lot of chaotic moments there. New York often down on members. They lost Anamo leading into that fight. Still were able to turn it around. Lots of hero swaps, quick thinking on the side of the Excelsior, showing that even though they're known to be a very calculated team, in chaotic moments like this, they can still win fights.
Well, the win goes their way, but Washington Justice making it...
What's up, Sakers? Okay, I'm gonna take this break. So basically my notes so far, I said if you're gonna be diving in Ana, make sure either the Ana is alone or you can secure the kill before you dive and slam, so you don't get slept, anti-naded, to make sure there's no teammates there. And don't overcommit to a dive when you see the rotation or a push where the team could potentially lose. So that was a good note, like, that we saw. Like, when he was on ball on the first point, we saw that. But we're going to take a little break. We're going to take a quick break. I don't really have anything to put on for intermission, but I'm just going to put on some chill beats or some shit. I don't know. What do we put on? I should have left my Spotify list open, because this is so annoying. Lol, don't dive in Ana. Well, it's not like that, but... Ow. Alright, I'll be right back, homies. Oh, y'all can still hear me. I'm back. Which one is this? It's the Halo theme song, boys. I'm eating my ramen. Chill out. Haha, get paused. Okay. We're ready to jump back into it.
Without compromise on Intel Core i7 and by Omen by HP.
Yeah. I'm still eating, so I'm just gonna use this as the intermission. Kareev! Psych! I think it was Soman Sue. Told you. Soon. Muma. Was Muma the answer? Fuck yeah. Switzerland.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. NYXL able to get that first map victory of Lijiang Tower over the Washington Justice. 100-0 start with Gardens, but then significantly closer on Night Market. Had to go back and forth, 99 to 100 in the end, but they get the 2-0. But Justice still looking quite good.
Well, guys, it is National Pet Day today, so we've got some tweets here. If you guys tweet the hashtag OWL2019pets, you can have your tweet here on the stream.
The Kiki monster.
Ooh, Justice pet right here.
Okay. Holding the shield. Holding it down. I mean, feeling pretty good after that map, honestly. I think if you're a Justice fan, you don't walk away disappointed after that first map, despite the loss, but got some cosplay, some cat cosplay.
Cat's playing as far away from the payload as possible to give my teammates some solo queue.
Yep. Never there. McCree and the Tracer are never there. They're always somewhere way in the back, diving in. But, I mean, interesting first round coming through.
I like this duo.
Deviate a little bit from the 3-3. Meko, though, taking a look at this, man. Good lord.
Let's talk about this for a moment. This is eliminations. Meko leads the league in eliminations, just about 200 over Profit, who's second, and Carpe, someone everyone thinks about, but notice that Gesture and Fate are in the top 5 as well. This is something that we're going to be taking a look at a lot more, starting in stage 2 here for the year, is kind of the race to, 7,000, 8,000, who gets 9,000 limbs first, who's going to get 10K first. And Meko is in the lead in that right now. He's a D.Va player, so it's not too surprising, but he is the D.Va player at the front of the line. You've got players like Profit and Carpe right on his tail, very close by, even though they're not D.Va players. So that's just a cool statistic to look at. Remember, Illumin's is mini kills, not final blows.
Yes, it's coming through. Final blows, I'm sure, also something that we'll be able to take a look at in the future. But we do have some substitutions coming through for the next map. It's going to be on the side of the Washington Justice. Sansam will be stepping in.
Sansam is better than Stratus. Not only because he's Korean, but...
But it got them pretty darn close.
Yeah, they had him playing a lot of the Sombra, and now Sansam is coming in on
Gonna be the D.Va
here. So usually it's the off tank that plays Sombra. So we are going to head to Hanamura for our assault map. It's somewhat of an issue. I think a lot of teams are struggling to have a player learn Sombra.
Meko plays Sombra.
Can say why I want to is that when you can no longer play Sombra.
This guy, that guy that you saw at the back, he fell asleep during one of the games. Okay. So this comp doesn't stay, obviously. They're gonna swap to 3-3, but Mano right now is on Sombra. So what he likes to do is they're gonna check out what they're running. So he sees, oh, they're running bunker with a Pharah, because you're gonna either be focused on the bunker and then the Pharah is gonna kill you, or you try to focus on the Pharah and then the bunker kills you, right? That's the hope. So he's gonna go in and scout out. Oh. Oh, you gotta watch out for that.
This is where Flower can shine on Hanzo potentially. He is going to be playing it. They're going to have to scout this out first. They don't know that it's a bunker.
Which is why Mano's on the Sombra.
Scout come through, and then they'll probably swap over to that Hanzo composition. As you see now, you can see that they're going to identify with Mano on the Sombra here temporarily. Not only that it's a bunker comp, but also if there is a Pharah, because the Pharah variation is huge. That's why you see Nanny stick to the Widow.
Wait.
Yep, so it's going to be looking to shut down Auto and Arc in the sky and allow for Flower to really layer in that damage. over
Maybe on
onto
the
the
far
bastion.
Okay. I actually want to do something really, really quick. So they're running bunker. He's gonna run ball. We're gonna. I'm gonna put on a video that I really like from Chrono. Hold on. Let me watch it.
Hello
Look at this.
everybody, what is up? Chronodota here. Today we're going to be talking about Baptiste, specifically Baptiste and Bunker Comp. With patch 1.34 being live for over a month now, I'm sure that all of us have encountered the Baptiste Bunker Comp. It can be frustrating to play against, but today I will show you the easiest way to counter it. So you may be wondering, what is the new Baptiste Bunker Comp? Well, for this example, let's take a look at the Toronto Defiant versus Boston Uprising match from Overwatch League Stage 2. Toronto Defiant runs Bastion, Orisa, Pharah, Diva, Baptiste, and Mercy. This is the comp we're going to be focusing on for this video. Of course, there are many variations of the bunker comp, but most of them will be similar in principle. The tactics that you use to beat this bunker comp can often be applied to bunker comps that are slightly different. In order to counter the bunker comp, we first have to understand what the weakness of running Baptiste bunker is. And there are three main weaknesses when you're running this Baptiste bunker comp. Number one is that you rely heavily on deathballing with your team, meaning that you're going to have many people stacked up on top of each other. For example, you're going to have the Orisa, the Bastion, the Baptiste playing together as three people basically playing right next to each other. Second is that if the enemy takes space, then you're going to be getting shot from multiple angles. Thirdly is that Orisa has a limited amount of shields. Orisa is the only source of shields, and a spam comp can actually take down her shield faster than what she replenishes. Knowing this, how can we take advantage of their weaknesses? The simple answer is to play a spam composition. The idea here is that you can overwhelm the Orisa shield by pumping so much damage into it that she's not going to have 100% shield uptime, and that there are going to be opportunities where you can land big spam damage and then capitalize on that. When you're playing a spam comp to counter bunker, there are two different things that can happen. Number one, you're going to play for spam and Orisa is going to run out of shield. And because Orisa runs out of shield, Baptiste is going to use Immortality Field to keep his teammates alive. In that case, they're now sitting on the high ground without an Immortality Field. And that means that you can keep spamming and then you can finally engage when you land some critical damage, like a big direct onto Baptiste, or any other squishy for that matter. The second possibility is that they decide to rotate away. They realize that they're losing the shield battle and they can't hold there anymore, so they decide to back up. In this case, the bunker comp backing up is going to give you more angles to set up your win conditions and more angles to get extra spam damage off of. If they give you space, you'll most likely win, because it's easier to get spam damage, it's easier to land anti-grenades, it's easier to set up ultimates like Barrage, Dragon, and EMP. So that was the quick and simple rundown of how to beat the Baptiste bunker comp. For an example, we'll be taking a look at Boston Uprising versus Toronto Defiant in Stage 2 of the Overwatch League. To counter the Baptiste bunker comp of Toronto Defiant, Boston Uprising opted to go for the Hanzo, Hammond, Pharah, Sombra, Ana, and Mercy comp. In this comp, Hanzo's job is to spam the shield. Hammond's job is to pressure the objective and to pull the attention of Toronto Defiant. If Hammond can pull the attention of Toronto Defiant, that means that his DPS players are under less pressure and that they can spam the shield more efficiently. Pharah's job is going to be to spam shield and look for that massive splash damage, and again, she's going to be getting pocketed by the Mercy. Sombra's job is to be set up in a way that when Hammond pressures point, that Hammond and Sombra can 2v1 the person that contests point. Mercy's job is to damage boost the spam damage. In this comp, she'll almost always be pocketing the Pharah. Ana is going to be playing a safe spot to heal the Hammond when he gets onto point, making sure that he's healthy, and on top of that he can look for anti-nades, and his team can engage if he lands a big enough anti-nade. Previously, we talked about how this composition manages to defeat the Baptiste bunker comp, but there are four major win conditions. Number one is that you get a pick with spam. Secondly is that you land an EMP and you engage off of it. Third is that you manage to set up a barrage. Fourth is that you manage to land an anti-nade and you capitalize on that. Hopefully this video helps you break the defense.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that video because it's very well done to show you guys basically what they're running, literally right there. Boom. So now that helps you more to understand what Mano is going to be doing.
Neko on the Hanzo in this case.
Changing it up quite a bit. So gonna get those extra limbs.
Yeah.
So right away, he's going to go for point. Kind of like the video was saying. Go for point. I'm empty there. I don't know why I grabbed that. He's going to go for point, and he's now going to try to take that attention. So now, hopefully, Flower and Meko can get some stuff done.
Pushed back right now into the corner. The barrier will be coming through. Break that one down very swiftly. You can see Justice not really able to sit out on the platform there. Have to keep moving in and out. But Jonak.
So this is the point. The only thing is they're running a Widow and a Hanzo instead of a Sombra. So if there was a Sombra here while he's getting attacked, Sombra could hack the D.Va. So now there's no D Matrix, there's no fly. Boom.
Find the first kill as Otto gets taken down. Push off the point. One tick nearly gained for free. Now Arc gonna be gone as well as Kita. Oh, no
But like,
supports.
but see, that's the thing. So they're spamming with Hanzo, Pharah. They're spamming here. So now they've got advantage of high ground here, and they're being pushed into this little room. Mano's still on the point, right where he needs to be. He ends up getting not the pick, but he pushes them now. So now they're forced into that room from two sides. Jonak finds him on the point, gives him the heals. Meko's gonna be chilling up here, and Nene's in the back shooting.
Available for the Washington Justice would require a miracle basically to try to retake this one at the moment.
Goes back to point. Out of mech.
Nearly knocked out of the mech. Will just go ahead and go off the side now. Corey gets flower. And that's about as good as it's going to get at the moment as the point just goes ahead and gets capped.
They're actually staggering him so he couldn't jump off the side. You guys didn't really see it, but you know.
All right. So if you guys go back to the video, Dodo was basically saying to counter this Baptiste English. To counter the Baptiste bunker comp, you're basically just gonna be, your ball's gonna go onto point while to take the pressure away from your DPS. So if we go back and watch, I wish we could do multi POV at this time. So if you look, Baptiste is gonna be chilling in little room. D.Va is going to be the one that comes to fly. Without D.Va, there's no defense matrix to take away any pressure. Once that shield goes down, and they're spread out in the way of, like, Jonak's here. I'm pretty sure Nene goes over and then here. And Meko's going to be up here with Flower and Onimo. So now they've got 3 different angles to shoot shield. They spam the shield out. No shield, no D matrix. Nothing to stop that damage after that immortality field's gone.
The barrier will be coming through. Break that one down very.
Boom. And Sansam comes from the front, so he could have taken some extra damage before even getting into the fight, but he pulls him off the high ground to come meet him on point, and with that pushes him back this way. So now he's in the middle, so Jonak can give him some heals, and like what? And he didn't cancel his fly either, so he has to wait the full 6 seconds, I think, for his mech fly to come back. And look, Jonak spams out Auto. So now Auto's gone. They don't have any kind of displacement damage other than Gory now. Because D.Va is over here. Right? D.Va's over here. We see Jonak here. I think that's Jonak, right? I think that's Jonak. Meko's going to be over here. Nene's over here. They're all over here. They're spamming out. Look, they're already moving off the high ground now. Look, they're already in this room, and Flower's pressuring. There's nothing to take away that damage because they probably just spammed the shield out. Now Meko can move in.
Keep moving in and out, but Jonak gonna find the first kill as Otto gets taken.
At this point, so now the Arc's gonna get the res because they're in a room, so now he can get the res.
Push off the point.
Look, Jonak gets the pick on Arc, so now they lost a healer. And then Meko is going to get the pick on Guido because there's no shield and they're trapped in this little room just being pressured, right? Easy.
One tick nearly gained for free now.
They already basically got a tick. Now, Mano, all he's got to do now, come back to point. Just go back to point because you've already done a lot of the damage already. Now, Washington doesn't really have a way to get back on point. He comes back to point. Jonak's going to meet him on point. We see Nene over here just taking spam shots. Flowers over here. Boom, boom, boom. And that's basically how you counter Baptiste. Meko regroups. Mano is going to go in because he's got the orb from Jonak. You're going to pressure him right into the corner. So now they know that they're not going to be able to win this fight. They're not going to win this engagement. So now they're going to be like, well, all right, we gotta off ourselves. We got to reset. He doesn't want to take too much damage, so he's going to back off, right? Otto's about to die again. Guido and Arc are still dead. Look, there's Corey. Look at his angle. He's only got Flower. Because, you know, Meko's in here behind the bell with Jonak. Flower's over here just pressuring. So there's no shield. There's literally no shield because Meko and Flower just keep pressuring shield. Sansam's just offing himself.
With Corey staying alive, but Sansa
Done. Sansam's off the map. Easy clap.
nearly knocked out of the map.
Janice dies. Now there's no shield. So Flower does end up actually dying to Corey.
Will just go ahead and go
But a really good job here to keep him from not jumping off the map to get his respawn faster.
off the side now. Corey gets Flower. That's about as good as it's going to get at the moment as the point just goes ahead and gets capped.
They're actually staggering him so he couldn't jump off the side.
There you go. So if we go back to Chronodota's video, they did exactly what he said that they should do. Like, literally exactly how they did it, except they ran a Widow instead of a Sombra.
You guys didn't really
So the only risky part is that Mano was technically by himself. So the problem is they only sent Sansam to go and counter him, to go and try to push him out, right? But there you go. That's how you counter the Baptiste bunker comp.
you didn't really see it, but you know, it's not something you want to see, especially if you're a Corey fan. But they're
So they're snowballing here because look, Otto just died. He's still coming back, and Corey just came back. So the only reason they're on Sim is to TP them to the high ground. So I don't know if they TP Janice up there, but they're trying to TP. Yeah, they're TPing Janice and Corey up. But they're being snowballed right now because Otto is still died. Like, he's just coming back. I think he actually just died again, right? Oh, so he died before. Oh, I didn't know he died after Corey. I thought Corey died before, after him.
but you know, it's not something you want.
Look, Corey's still not spawned in yet, and neither is Otto. So he's getting in here fast. He's trying to snowball. He's trying to. So the way that they're trying to do this is the more pressure that he puts on now, the more chances of that a team like this is going to make a mistake, because they're still down 2 players technically, right? They're still down 2, and NYXL is pushing in full steam.
Especially if you're a Corey fan, but they're reframed.
Look, Janice gets TP'd up top. I think Corey's going too. But they're still running this DPS comp. Meko is actually swapping off of Hanzo. So everyone else except Meko is coming to point.
How to attack the bunker.
So they can't actually get the whole snowball off, which is kind of upsetting. I wish they got the whole snowball off because they would have been really cool.
Around the far, they focused on.
Yeah, no, see, no one else came with them, so they were probably like, yo, back up. But I like the idea of trying to snowball it because they were down 2 before the fight even started. But Otto swaps off the Pharah to Widow, and Guido swaps off the Sim back to Brig, just so they could TP Corey Janice to top.
Otto and Junak was actually able to get that kill, and then they were able to collect. So on the side of the Justice, now they're going to swap over to Symmetra here.
So the reason that he goes this way is because he saw that Janice and Corey were up here, right? And he's got no shield, so everyone else is going to come this way, right? So they're distracting, basically. Well, he could just move right in, drop the mines on point, or either even swing up and drop the mines to trap Corey and Janice. So he's got a couple of options. And you also got to remember, Guido's just coming back off from the... Oh, he's back on Sim. When did he get back on Sim? Anyway, he just switched back to Sim, so he could even be going up top too. So right now, they don't really have a lot of point. There's a TP right there. I think he's TPing back up top.
It appears that might just be temporarily to get the Bastion onto the high point. That is going to be.
Oh, so he swapped. So Guido's not even in the fight right now. He doesn't know that, but Guido's not even in the fight right now. He's still in spawn swapping right now.
It is.
So he knows that there's people up here. So there's Bastion. Again, they can't see these outlines. He could see his team over here, but he can't see these outlines. But he saw it from his little journey in before. When he came in here, without the team, he was scouting. Very smart. He scouts up here, so he knows that Bastion and Orisa are back up here. And Arc, because just like Bunker Comp, that's what happens.
Guido now back onto
And he sees Sansam up here. So right now, Guido is just coming back into the fight. And Sansam's all alone over here. So what's going to end up happening is Sansam's going to have to, after getting pressured, he's going to get pressured really, really fast because there's still 2 damage dealers and Meko along with Jonak and Animo coming in, right? So there's 2 DPS coming in. And then basically the two supports and Meko coming in. So he's going to be pressured up to either A, have to come up here to meet them, and if he's able to drop the mines either here or even on the point, right? The only way that he's going to get pressured off point is if Guido starts hitting shots and they direct the attention here. They're all facing here. They don't even know Mano's back here. Smarts.
Teased to have that immortality field to keep Corey alive. Tank is nearly ready.
Your team is actually.
Jonak does.
So, right here, they spam the shield out.
Does it again.
Okay.
Oh, shit. That's not what I want to do. They spam shield out. He's just looking to see. He saw... Okay, go back to where I had it paused before. He saw the Baptiste fire the healing grenade onto Sansam because Sansam already took pressure from the NYXL moving this way. So they're all focused on the NYXL coming here that they still don't know Mano's here. So he's going to do...
Back onto Batiste to have that immortality field to keep Corey alive.
He scouts it. He's going to poke right here. I would have even been okay if he used to even ball and just pop in right here and drop the mines here. You trap Guido there because, look, Guido's going to have to immortality field to keep himself alive, or he's going to have to die. And that means now they're down a man.
Tank is
But they're pressuring shield now because they've got this top ground and Sansam's going to back off. So now Sansam's not going to be there to pressure them. So now they're just able to pull full pressure.
nearly ready.
He's able to see it. He's like, oh, Guido's right here. Boom, boom, boom. Comes back. Janice falls off high ground. So now Corey's got no shield up there. There's no shield up there. Look, there's... I think that's Sansam?
Your team is actually.
Oh, no, that's Arc. So Sansam's in here. Arc's over here. Jonak's going to pick Corey because now there's no shield.
Jonak does it again.
Okay. That'll just be it. Arc might not be able to go in for a res. Might be a bit too risky. Knowing that Joan.
But like they've got all the point pressure because now they're collapsing from high ground onto point because Mano jumps on point. I know this is supposed to be a Mano VOD, but I kind of don't really have much to go off of because I'm not a ball main. But
Max got eyes on that spot, so seems like they're just gonna lose out on Corey. He doesn't.
look, so now he's able to. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is where Jonak gets a 3K.
The configuration tank ready to try to rejoin, but right now it's
Perfect. So what he's gonna do first is he's gonna pressure out the immortality field. They got the immortality field down and a shield at the same time. So, which is really, really bad move. Because, like, that shield's full health, but there's got 4 people sitting behind the shield, and then he ends up deciding to drop the immortality field, too. So, it's really poorly timed from Guido.
6 minutes remaining on the clock. They've already picked up.
So, now they've got no immortality field, and now they're pressured off from this left side, but look how many there hit. There's 1, 2, 3, and you got another guy right here, right? There's 4 people here that can't get onto the point now from this side, so they have to either go down here, and they look, Animo's here, Flowers over here, just straight pressuring point, pressuring point.
Immortality field gonna be taken down. Sounds like back into the back, which means the
Picked a point. Nene's in this back here. He's got full reign to shoot because they had no shield now. Because remember, they used the shield right here. And they're moving them back here. Moving them back. Moving them back.
come through from Flower. Doesn't quite find the kills, but he keeps them all corralled at the back of the point. So
Now they're here. So now there's just a guy all alone over here.
the Justice can't really push forward to try to contest. Configuration tank now going to be expiring. The second tank nearly going to be there.
Nice slam. So I don't think Arisa had Fortify, so I'm pretty sure that booped them up and booped out Sansam from there. Corey's going to die again. Jonak's right here, so he's got full sights. So right now, everyone's focusing on Mano, so Jonak can get this. So Mano is just being right here. He's being beefy. He's being a tank. He's going to jump right in. He's going to do all the damage here. He's going to pressure shield. He pressures him back, so this leads to Jonak's play here.
Jonak, oh man, this takes him down right up in the face of a bastion.
Look, even so, everyone is just straight focusing Meko and Mano, leaving for Jonak to get his play.
It's a triple kill as Guido and Arc also fall. Let's go ahead and make it 4. You got more for me, Jonak. Let's go ahead and say it. Samsam's going to be dumping the bomb, trying to make it back in, but there it is.
So the whole entire play happens right here. So Janice is throwing down the shield.
So seems like they're just going to lose out on Corey. He doesn't have the configuration tank.
Janice throws down shield, and Guido decides to throw down the immortality field. He's gonna pressure out. Now they don't have the immortality field for what, 15 seconds, I think it's 15. So they have no immortality field and no shield because they're both on cooldown. And with the mines here, after he gets immortality field, so that's a lot of damage done here. And look at Sansam. He's about to be out of med Q. He's over here. He's getting pressured.
Ready to try to destroyed, but
The whole entire thing happens right here because Mano is able to pressure in. He pulls out the immortality field, pulls out the shield, and after getting the immortality field down, they've got nothing to counter here. They've pressured now. They've pressured onto this little corner, leading Nene to be able to get his picks here. Even though Arc does get the res on Sansam, gets back in his mech, it doesn't do anything because now Jonak is able to come.
right now, with 6 minutes remaining on the clock, they
Boom,
wanna pick up a
pressured,
They
pressured, all the damage.
take him down, Sansa
Boom.
back on the mech, which means the barrage can come through from Flower. This is
Boom. Doesn't get anything on the barrage because it was not really placed right. But look, now they just put another shield down.
quite find the kills, but he keeps them all corralled at the back of the point, so the Justice can't really push forward to try to contest. Configuration tank now going to be expiring the second.
Slams into shield. Corey's going to be pressured because Jonak's here. Corey's focusing him. Guido is focusing him. Sansam's focusing him. Arc is trying to Arc's trying to be Arc here. He's trying to keep everyone alive, and Otto's over here, right? Right now, Otto is the only one that can pressure Jonak.
Second tank nearly going to be there.
But Meko's over here with Jonak. So even if Otto's trying to pull out Jonak here, he can't because Meko's there.
Oh man, this takes him down.
Meko flies in, and that's where the kill comes in. Jonak kills Arc and Janice. But look, they're all focusing him out.
Face on the
Look, Otto shooting him. Sansam shooting him. Arc's trying to get out of here, right? He's trying to get to Janice to heal Janice because to stay with Janice because Janice is the only one with a shield that can keep him alive and is on the point.
Finds a triple kill as Guido and Arc.
They pressure Otto back into spawn, so now they can't even do. Otto is out of the fight completely now, and Meko's gonna just chill there.
Also fall. Let's go ahead and make it 4. You got more for me, Jonak. Let's go ahead and say it. Sansam's going to be dumping a bomb, trying to make it back in, but there
Boom.
it is.
Boom. It's easy clap. That's teamwork, okay? That's teamwork. Welcome back, dude. I'm going over the play. Just running over the play here. When Jonak got a quad.
Gets him in the face, and NYXL just take the point
Easy.
on the back of
I'm not even gonna take notes anymore.
Is just about
I'm gonna just say them.
damage behind Flower right now, but second in terms of hero damage done on that attack. Nearly 2,000 damage.
Look at that smile. He knows what
He
he's done.
knows what he has done. He has focused down the proper targets. He's found line of sight. He killed Otto on the first attack on A, secured the kill on Corey on B. He's famous for this. He's done it again.
He has. Let's see what the Justice can do on their attack when we come back in just a bit.
Coca-Cola
Use this as a moment.
of the Overwatch League.
I already read those. So, I'm not waiting a minute.
He is a monster. He has 8.
Wait, Psycho, did you see the video I played before their first attack from Chrono Dota about how to counter Baptiste comp? Did you see that video or no? It's kind of important. Hey, I did turn my mic back on, right? Test. Okay, I did. Sicko. Oh, I forgot about this. I was showering, so probably not. Okay, cool. I forgot this. Hold on. I gotta use it really quick. I don't remember that. Okay. Anyway, okay, let me load it back up. So we were watching a video from Chrono Dota, who's a Contender's main tank, and he put up a really, really good video that I really like, actually, about how to counter Baptiste bunker comps.
Hello everybody, what is up? Chrono Dota here. Today we're going to be talking about Baptiste, specifically Baptiste and bunker comp. With patch 1.34 being live for over a month now, I'm sure that all of us have encountered the Baptiste bunker comp. It can be frustrating will show you the easiest way to counter it. So you may be wondering, what is the new Baptiste bunker comp? Well, for this example, let's take a look at the Toronto Defiant versus Boston Uprising match from Overwatch League Stage 2.
Hold on. Oh, wait, what? Fuck. I hate hitting the wrong buttons. It really makes me mad. Turn it up a little bit. Okay, there you go.
Toronto Defiant runs Bastion, Orisa, Pharah, Diva, Baptiste, and Mercy. This is the comp we're going to be focusing on for this video. Of course, there are many variations of the bunker comp, but most of them will be similar in principle. The tactics that you use to beat this bunker comp can often be applied to bunker comps that are slightly different. In order to counter the bunker comp, we first have to understand what the weakness of running Baptiste bunker is. And there are three main weaknesses when you're running this Baptiste bunker comp. Number one is that you rely heavily on deathballing with your team, meaning that you're going to have many people stacked up on top of each other. For example, you're going to have the Orisa, the Bastion, the Baptiste playing together. That's three people basically playing right next to each other. Second is that if the enemy takes space, then you're going to be getting shot from multiple angles. Thirdly is that Orisa has a limited amount of shields. Orisa is the only source of shields, and a spam comp can actually take down her shield faster than what she replenishes. Knowing this, how can we take advantage of their weaknesses? The simple answer is to play a spam composition. The idea here is that you can overwhelm the Orisa shield by pumping so much damage into it that she's not going to have 100% shield uptime, and that there are going to be opportunities where you can land big spam damage and then capitalize on that. When you're playing a spam comp to counter bunker, there are two different things that can happen. Number one, you're going to play for spam and Orisa is going to run out of shield. And because Orisa runs out of shield, Baptiste is going to use Immortality Field to keep his teammates alive. In that case, they're now sitting on the high ground without an Immortality Field. And that means that you can keep spamming and then you can finally engage when you land some critical damage, like a big direct onto Baptiste, or any other squishy for that matter. The second possibility is that they decide to rotate away. They realize that they're losing the shield battle and they can't hold there anymore, so they decide to back up. In this case, the bunker comp backing up is going to give you more angles to set up your win conditions and more angles to get extra spam damage off of. If they give you space, you'll most likely win because it's easier to get spam damage, it's easier to land anti-grenades, it's easier to set up ultimates like Barrage, Dragon, and EMP. So that was the quick and simple rundown of how to beat the Baptiste bunker comp. For an example, we'll be taking a look at Boston Uprising versus Toronto Defiant in Stage 2 of the Overwatch League. To counter the Baptiste bunker comp of Toronto Defiant, Boston Uprising opted to go for the Hanzo, Hammond, Pharah, Sombra, Ana, and Mercy comp. In this comp, Hanzo's job is to spam the shield. Hammond's job is to pressure the objective and to pull the attention of Toronto Defiant. If Hammond can pull the attention of Toronto Defiant, that means that his DPS players are under less pressure and that they can spam the shield more efficiently. Pharah's job is going to be to spam shield and look for that massive splash damage, and again, she's going to be getting pocketed by the Mercy. Sombra's job is to be set up in a way that when Hammond pressures point, that Hammond and Sombra can 2v1 the person that contests point. Mercy's job is to damage boost the spam damage. In this comp, she'll almost always be pocketing the Pharah. Ana is going to be playing a safe spot to heal the Hammond when he gets onto point, making sure that he's healthy, and on top of that he can look for anti-nades, and his team can engage if he lands a big enough anti-nade. Previously, we talked about how this composition manages to defeat the Baptiste bunker comp, but there are 4 major win conditions. Number 1 is that you get a pick with spam. Secondly is that you land an EMP and you engage off of it. Third is that you manage to set up a barrage. Fourth is that you manage to land an anti-nade and you capitalize on that. Hopefully this video helps you break the new Baptiste bunker comp. If you have any tips for dealing with the bunker comps, let us know in the comments.
Throws a minefield down. The only player from Toronto that could contest was Envy. And he does do that. Fusions wanted to push in though and get aggressive on the contingent of the Defiant players who were prevented from accessing the point. Hex, well, okay, gets us a banana boost here. He needs to get his hands a little bit dirty, fly maybe a little bit closer to the ground. Barrage reminder of Hex responds with one of his own. Never Barrage first, apparently. And 3 for Hex over the course of that fight. Signify Boston finally breaking Toronto's hold on the point. Toronto now with some switches.
Okay. So that was the bunker comp vid. I think that video is really, really important. So check out this guy here. He also does analytic. He also does VODs too. About so I'm just click on it real quick. He does VODs. He's got a whole entire playlist of his POV analysis and match analysis. So I think that if you're going to do that, definitely check him out. If you guys are interested in that. So that's basically what we were going over. So, yeah. So I think that is really important.
Of his 9 eliminations were his final blows, so he was securing those kills in a lot of the ways solo, getting those finishing kills on the fleeing targets. Otto in particular on A was the most important one. We're just going to take a look at this flank where he's able to eliminate Corey before Corey even realizes what's happening. Arcus is unable to heal in that moment, and he comes in alone. Remember too, when you look at the position of these other heroes, Mano wasn't really in there. He's going to also prevent this remake. But Mano wasn't even really there pressuring yet. He just came in, no one expects the Zenyatta from the side to come through, and the reaction there once he starts fragging is for the rest of the Excelsior to collapse in and finish off the kills, and it's a crazy.
Hold the fuck up, someone just hit my window. I swear to God. I heard that through my headset. What the fuck was that? I'm afraid to look. No caps on using my window. Dude, what? That's fucking right, dude. I swear to God, I heard something hit my window. What the fuck? I heard the thump. I thought it was my door at first. I'm like, no, the door's closed. Okay, anyway. So we're going to see Reinhardt. Good. I want to see more Reinhardt.
It creates this split of attention between the side of, oh my god, Jonak is killing us, then the tanks and everyone else who roll in, the Pharah. Flower will be on the Batiste, so that allows both of the other supports to play their main role, and on the Lucio. Jonak gets to play
stuff.
the Zenyatta.
This is good stuff.
In this 3-3 composition, so very defensive comp that they're running right now. Don't really see this on attack ever.
Yep, NYXL still just feeling confident that they don't need to go for these bunker shenanigans to get a hold. Corey gonna be trying to shut that down with a couple picks.
So like right away, they're running like that same kind of. That was the thing that Chrono was talking about. If they were to be running bunker comp, this is a good comp to run against it. You got the Pharah, you got the spam damage in between the Hanzo and the Pharah, and they're actually running quad DPS. So instead of running 2 healers, they're only solo healing. So Arc is going to be pated here though, right? Hold up, I'm behind on my stream. Hold on. Holy shit! Apparently 6 people. Nice. You guys are here for VODs. What's up? But so they're running that same thing that Chrono was talking about. This is like that anti-bunker comp strategy. And but they're not running bunker. But they could still kind of do the same thing. So Janice and Sansam are gonna kind of pretty much just push in on point. Otto and Guido are gonna pressure here, and Guido's a really good Hanzo, by the way. So they're gonna pressure here. They're gonna pressure. That's why you see them all spread out. Just point that out.
Onto the support line with that Widowmaker. Otto for now just going to be taking some shots, but not getting too much damage in. Flower does go low, but
so basically right now he's protecting projectiles. So I think Meko is the one that goes onto point here to try to stall out to get Sansam and Janice out. So if he pressures out Sansam and Janice, they don't got to worry about the point pressure. And right now Mano's kind of just stuck defending the support line of Flower and Jonak behind him. And Nene.
Almost takes his head off again.
Can heal himself up with his shift.
Now they're going to speed boost over to point so they can assist Meko to help get off the point, because I'm pretty sure that they've got more pressure. So they've got more pressure coming in. So if they stay on that side and Meko ends up falling out of mech here, that'll be trouble. So right now, that pressure's still coming, so he's going to be shielding on this angle. Instead of taking like that direct route, he's going to be shielding on that diagonal that lets Jonak come on and try to pressure out here. And it also lets Flower and Nene come in.
Stability. Corey just can't really
See?
get line of sight.
Protects.
Tanks here.
So that's actually what I was saying, is that on that little diagonal here, Corey has no line of sight, and neither does Guido. So that protects Animo, Nene, Jonak, and Flower to come in.
I actually prefer this style again when you know you have a good Widow on the other side and a good Hanzo, and Guido might as well just run tanks.
Pushing
Working
them
very
all.
well for New York.
Yeah, Giannis displacing them as best as possible, but still.
So Mano here, there's not really much he can do. He can't really do much there. So he's kind of just chilling here. He's taking some shots, gonna get that charge.
Able to play around some decent sight lines and
So that's actually a hack on Meko, by the way. So that's why he drops down so low.
deny them away from Corey, rather.
It's a D-Mac.
Echo will get taken down. Otto manages to scoop the kill. For a bit
So
more,
laggy.
though. Shot onto Mano as he is in the back of the point. Still trying to stay safe from Corey's.
So they pick Janice, big pick, but Guido picks Jonak. So so that's actually good for Washington here, because you would trade out a tank for a support any day, just because they have so much pressure on point here that without Jonak's heals, he also can't charge Transcendence. So if you push in now, you've got that 5v5 advantage right now. And you got a barrage online. Actually, you have a 5v4 because Meko's not in this fight yet. He's just spawning back in. So you could actually get a free barrage out if you can get the right hack onto Mano, so now they have no shield.
Shots. Jonak gonna be taken down. Guido finds him with the Hanzo.
So Sansam, if I was Sansam, I would be looking for the hack on Mano. Because Meko is just coming back in the fight now. He just spawned back in, he's coming in. Jonak's not in the fight, so there's no trance, and there's nothing to eat your barrage except for his shield. So you either pressure out Mano's shield, and then that. So Mano's kind of protecting on this right. He's it. Well, Flower falls, so now there's no... See? There's the hack.
Two people gone now. Mano.
Well, see, they don't even need barrage. So they actually don't even need the barrage, but look what they're going to be coming up for next fight. They're going to have EMP, and they're going to have barrage.
Going to be eliminated as well. Washington Justice looking like they found their way onto the point to get this cap with a pretty significant time bank as well. Be about 6.5 minutes to try to match.
So that's like that same anti-bunker strat. It also works against a 3-3 style.
Against the NYXL with an EMP and barrage still online.
This is why you run the Pharah. You can pull the attention away from the Widow to allow Corey to do more damage. Otto did way more damage than Corey did. He was way more relevant in that fight. We watched from Corey's perspective because you can see every...
So Mano swaps over to Winston because one, more mobility, he can get to the high grounds and stuff like that, and he can also pressure the Pharah, kind of like last time. He's going to be able to assist Meko here to get out the Pharah. And also when you run the Winston, you have like that mobility here, and it counters the snipers. And again, it's kind of like that dive compy thing. So if they want to dive Janice, he can kind of dive in, shield, do the damage, and dive out.
Everything that's happening from a Widow's perspective in a moment like that, but you know, Otto won that point for them, and it's this really cool combo between Widow and Pharah that, you know, Lunatic High popularized Fleta back in the day, right before the first season.
So real quick, Meko flies over to this high ground here, and Mano's over here. So Meko has actually no support. The only support he could get is from Jonak at this point. But Flower swaps over to Widow to try to pressure out Corey, and he's also going to be giving some trouble here to Otto with the hit scan on the Pharah.
Overwatch League we're doing. It's so difficult to deal with a tanking composition like the York has because you don't have range time to deal with the Pharah. Now he's got the barrage, and the EMP can lead to that combo you were kind of mentioning just moments ago. Let's see if they can execute it well.
Oh, that's going to be the EMP coming through. Barrage not quite in the best spot. Flower will be able to take him down, but they got Jonak, and now Anamo as well going to be eliminated. So no supports available at the moment for NYXL. Faster run back, so and Giannis will be taken down. So Flower over onto that Widowmaker.
So if you saw, he saw Sansam coming up. So we go back to the EMP.
To that combo you were kind of mentioning.
He knows that it's coming now, because as soon as Janice comes in, he knows that Janice isn't going to be coming in by himself at this point, because he kind of figures that of all the things that they built up on that first push.
Just moments.
So he sees Sansam come in, he's already starting to put the bubble down so that bubble could try to protect Jonak. The only problem is when they EMP here, It's only Animo, Jonak, and I mean not only. That's actually a huge EMP. You get 2 supports and a tank.
Let's see if they can execute it.
So he was already putting the shield down, and he's already starting to jump down, right? So Janus is moving out now, right? Because he took a lot of damage.
Well, that's going to be the EMP coming through barrage.
So Meko climbs up from the other side to try to jump in to try to protect Jonak. But Jonak's already going to fall, and Animo's about to fall.
Not quite in the best spot. Flower will be able to take it.
But because Animo's healed, he can't actually heal himself. He hacked, he couldn't heal himself. But that's why, but I actually like, I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because Mano jumps down, right? He jumps down, he left his team up here, but Mecha was unaffected by the hacks, so they probably communicated that. Like, Mecha was like, I mean, Mano was probably like, hey Mecha, you gotta come over here, I'm gonna jump down while I'm hacked.
Him down, but they got Jonak, and now Anamo as well going to be eliminated, so no supports available at the moment for NYXL. Faster run back, so and Giannis will be taken down, so Flower.
So Mecha loses his mech here. They still have the point saved here. Flower came in, good job by him, and Mano's over here.
Over onto that Widowmaker, looking decent at the moment.
Kind of, look at it, he caught Guido. This is a really good bubble, because Ana can't heal through bubbles, and it's zoning him off. So right now, Guido can't actually do anything. He's zoned off, and now, instead, he knows that he's got that advantage. Mano's going to push in.
Taking a lot of damage.
He's going to push in on Arc, because right now, Guido can't assist Arc, and Arc just popped Valk Wings, by the way, right?
Tries to play forward here onto the point, will be taken down by Sansan.
He's forcing Guido out of position, but, I mean, this doesn't really work out in his favor. But he's forcing him out of position, and they split him really well. I think, honestly, what he should have done was killed Guido, because you have him zoned off, and you have Arc zoned off from Guido.
In the end, as he jumps out with the translocator, Corey, in the meantime, still picking up a kill there on the Meko.
There should be an opportunity here for the Justice to commit.
They don't know how to W key.
So watching Nene here for a moment, but Corey's got high ground control. There's no one really on the point at the moment. Jonak can't get line of sight.
We're waiting for Giannis to rejoin them. Rolls
He got trapped in that little room. That was a bad spot to be in.
through the center. Sansa going to find the kill on Mano. And he's trying to disrupt them. Gets a lot of damage into the Corey. Can he finish him off? Taking him lower and lower. Will be able to get the kill in the end. Minefield in the meantime going to be used over onto the point by Giannis. Looking for some picks, but not leading to too much at the moment. Meko going to be hacked out.
This goes back to the point of Washington doesn't know how to W key, because look who they brought down. They had Mano down, they had Meko down, they had Nene down, they had Flower down. They had everyone down, and they didn't even walk on a point.
Taken out of that mech. They need more than that. Pile driver through. Giannis gives her to the baby diva. Guido under some fire, trying to keep he and Arc alive simultaneously. And will peel back, pick up that mega pack, and stay alive and in the fight for now. Heal the night through onto Nene, but they still haven't really worked their way over onto the point.
This is incredible that the Justice did not take that point. And they are consistently still winning the fight. But this is one of the weak points of Justice, is the lack of a
Commitment.
decision maker on the team that's going to call the go to hit the point and try.
So at that point, I don't know why he decided to jump forward after getting anti-nated. Luckily, he had the jump, so he can just jump right back in. But I'm not really sure why he went that way, though. Because, like, look at how far, like, look how close he went to dying. He was at 64 health. He's at 80 health. I thought he was at, yeah, 64. He put himself in a really, really bad spot. But he had jump, so.
This is incredible that the Justice did not take that point. And they are consistently still winning the fight. But this is one of the weak points of Justice, is the lack of a decision maker on the team that's going to call the go to hit the point and try to cap on it. They were winning the fight. They opened with 3 kills and don't get a single tick. They don't step on the point. That's what's more impressive than anything else, is that Washington Justice weren't able to capitalize on what was multiple one-segmented fights there. And as we head into this next one, they have to swap compositions. New York can match them. They're behind in ultimates. This is a disaster. What could have been a match time bank is now going to be significantly worse. And that's a best-case scenario for Justice.
Yeah, it was a really great start, but now things starting to slip out of their hands a bit. Nene just swapping fully over onto the Zarya for going. That pulse bomb that he had available. You know, trying to keep everybody alive. Those in the bio. Nate gets asleep there on Mano, but they instantly wake him back up. That is not what you want to see. Flower, however, going to be taken down, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange at the moment. Giannis falling lower and lower will be tough.
If he doesn't get immediately woke back up, it's pretty much a waste of Primal. I'm not really sure why he Primaled there, because you have the advantage of ults. So The only thing that I could see is if he doesn't place down bubble, right? Nene can bubble him, he jumps in, because he did take a lot of damage, but I don't think he got bubbled. So I don't think they got any actual benefit. I don't think Nene benefited at all from that. Right? If he maybe puts down the bubble, Nene bubbles him, he jumps in, takes the damage and jumps out. With the primal, I can understand that, but I don't think that's what they... Hold on, let me see. Did they bubble him? They sound barrier too. Wait, did they? Hold on a second. Okay, so Nene uses personal.
Great start, but now things starting to slip out of their hands.
Okay, so they just use Nene's bubble there.
A bit, Nene just swapping fully over on
So he drops the bubble, so Nene doesn't even get that much charge out of it because he immediately dropped the bubble.
Zarya for going. That pulse bomb that he had available. You know, trying to keep everybody alive.
And he was anti. So he's taking a bunch of damage, can't get healed, and they don't even have a bubble. A bubble for him.
Goes in the bio, Nate gets asleep there on a Mano, but they instantly wake him back.
It was Janice that woke him up.
That is...
But look, he's not even really doing much. He's not displacing anyone, really. The only person that he displaces...
Keep everybody alive, goes in the bio, Nate gets asleep there on a Mano, but they instantly wake...
No, Janice jumped out on his own. Oh, he displaces Lucio. So Arc did get bumped out.
Not what you want to see.
Not even. Arc is still right there.
Clara, however, going to be taken down, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange at the moment.
There's no real displacement.
Lower, lower will be
I feel like that was not a good use of Primal.
Be expiring. Justice still held at bay just outside the point.
Yeah, they do get a lot of ult charge for Giannis in this nano boost, so that's the one saving grace for them. But with the enemy Zenyatta, Jonak in this case, with the Transcendence available, it's tough to win a longer fight with respawn disadvantage.
The big thing is they picked Corey off, so look at ult advantage here. So this is more supposed to be mono, but a lot of it is just team in general. It's 43 or 40, I think it's 43. 43 to 19 because they picked Corey off first. So, it was like they talked about getting nano boost, but he's only at 13%, so I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing he really got at a benefit was Janice.
Jonak's just looking for kills again.
Push their way up.
Alright, I need to turn off my light because it's bothering my eyes. I don't like light. The only light I like is from my TV on my WhatsApp. Any other light is better. And my lamp. I like my Overwatch lamp. My Overwatch lamp's good. I'm gonna put that on. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Where's it even plugged in? Oh, it's plugged in. Sorry guys, I'm really distracted. That's our source of light. Okay, let's go back a couple seconds.
With respawn disadvantage.
So they got him at a really good spot here. So the only thing that I don't understand there, so when Winston does shoot a bubble for Zarya, he's not actually giving her that much charge because Winston's damage is very, very low, right? So he's not actually doing anything to really charge up Zarya that much, right? But he jumps in. That's really feed, right? Like, yeah, your team can heal you, but like, he's not. Look at the damage. He's not really doing that much.
Push their way up. Nana going to be leading the charge as they take the fight over to the one.
Okay, I just want to point this out really quick. They know that Corey has nowhere near his grab, so that's why Jonak is gonna. I don't know why he trans there. Mano was fine. Everyone was fine. Jonak's going to trans in, but they're going to move in on it. So they're going to push him back.
Just as he wants to get that grab online, he's nearly got it. Has surged up about 40% so far just at the start of this push. Got us with the primal rage.
Okay, just so you know, he already has another primal. But look at how low he got in that fight. Look at him. He's here. They had a trance. He didn't get any benefit from that trance.
Lower and lower. And I have to leap out of there just to try to...
He leaps out of the fight. So now it's all 6 up here against 5.
Survive.
You can feel New York is really stepping out of their comfort zone here, engaging hard.
Well, grab going to be coming
That was such a sick grab. He put it on this side of the wall.
through. Nene locking them up onto the wall. Sound barrier does come in, but...
The only thing is, since all 6 of them are there, generally speaking, I don't actually think Guido is in it. Generally speaking, what he should have done was jumped over and taken out Guido, so Guido couldn't give any extra support in.
still going to get picked off. Arc not able to do enough to keep him